had so much
Julie, do
trouble
the thing.
clicking the unmute buttons today. I'm like, click. No, that wasn't right. Click, click, click. I just couldn't get the hitbox today. Hi, we're live on the internet.
No buttons for you.
You said you haven't eaten. I had cognac laced cappuccino and cinnamon buns for breakfast, so
You're
we're doing
adulting
great
well.
today.
You're adulting great.
You know what? I feel like it's my first day off in like 2 weeks. Because Christmas
Excuse me
dinner
while
was
I go
last
through
night.
my
I'm
small
done.
bag of stitch holders. Small.
Small bag.
No stitch holders.
Oh, so I'm
I had
having
leftovers for
such a
breakfast.
chill day. It's great. I have to go grocery shopping later though, because everybody ate all my eggs and my butter, and I thought I was gonna bake some more cookies, but that can't happen until we have more eggs and butter.
That's what I was doing this morning.
Ah.
Hence the I'm going to phone you the moment I roll in. Guys, my mother is unpacking my groceries.
Oh wow.
We rolled in at 11:50 and I called you. That's what we
Uh,
call making a deadline.
yeah, no kidding.
As long as you're on time, you're good. Okay, I have some stitch markers. This is good. Hi, everyone in chat. I know Sherry's in chat. I don't know who else is in chat today.
So far just Asa, or
Hello,
for
Elsa.
people
Hello,
who have said
Sherry.
hi anyway.
We've got a couple professional stalkers.
Yep.
Don't worry. I found the brownies in the fridge. I
Oh
have
good.
sustenance. We're good.
Sustenance. Excellent, excellent.
This in the super sexy Ziploc bag. My sister found at Costco pre-made brownie mix that is Jocelyn friendly. And we
Yes.
tested it out last night, and it is actually corn free. So my
Amazing.
brother-in-law has informed me that the next time he goes through Costco, he will make sure to secure some for me. Never
Yeah.
mind, they make Costco-sized amounts of brownies.
Okay.
But that's not the point. I can freeze brownies. That's fine. The
Amazing.
point is
This
that
is
means I can
glorious.
make big brownie squares, and then I can heat them up and put a scoop of ice cream on top, and then drizzle it with chocolate ice cream syrup, and have like a fancy. You spend $8 at the restaurant to get fudge brownie sundae thing.
I have so thoroughly crocheted a hair into this thing. Oh my god.
It's super crocheted.
It's really in there. And like, it's one of my
Oh,
hairs, right? So if you don't notice right away,
oh
like,
my
it's in there.
gosh, that'll be in there forever and ever and ever.
Oh yeah, it's not the only one that's in here, but I just had to pull out 4 stitches to get it out, and I think I still didn't even get all of it.
So Diana sent me this pretty Instagram reel. I think it was an Instagram reel. Might have been a TikTok video of Halloween themed Christmas.
Oh yeah.
My sister apparently had the same vibes you did.
Nice.
It has begun.
Amazing. Amazing.
So I'm thinking Halloween next year. I'm going to buy some of those little tiny small plastic skeletons, and I'm going to have to knit them sweaters and scarves and toques so I can stick them in my Christmas tree for next year.
Oh my goodness, yes. Absolutely yes. Big yes.
I had plans. I had some thoughts. They're really
I
good
am very
thoughts.
on board with these thoughts.
Tree Christmas lights that is decorated with skeletons wearing their own little ugly Christmas sweaters. Yeah, I'm gonna have to scour the Halloween decorations for Christmas inspiration. It's gonna be Halloween for 4 months. September, October, November, December. It's just Halloween the whole last quarter of a month.
Absolutely. Do it. Just
Life
switch out their
goals.
accessories.
Pretty much, yeah.
Or don't. I don't know. If you
It
do a
means
Halloween style Fair Isle sweater, I think that works in all
I'm
of the
going
months.
to it does. I'm going to be thrift store shopping for a ugly Halloween sweater or an ugly Christmas sweater to go on the full size skeleton so he can stay on the rocking chair.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Hello, Bobby. I'm live on the internet. Are you gonna wave at the internet?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna wave at the internet.
Mom's gonna wave at the internet. Guys,
Oh,
here's a Bobby.
hi.
Diana says hi. Poor Bobby. I don't know where you're gonna find space in the fridge for cabbage.
You're on your own. It's in there.
Okay, cool. I have to open my fridge door with extreme caution. It's a little packed.
Tammy says, hi, Mom.
The internet says hello. All right. I have a lot of knitted things. I don't know what you're doing, but This is my cup because I rolled in today.
Yeah, I'm not terribly exciting after my cognac cappuccino this morning. Oh, yeah, have we officially opened the episode yet?
Nope. Would you like me
Oh, we
to?
should do that. Let's start with that, and then we can get into cups.
You can't do it until I've done the intro, can you?
No, no, you got to do the
Oh,
intro. It's not right
gotta do the
otherwise.
intro. It's not right, I think. Guys, welcome to the Northern Knits podcast. We're two friends in fiber who knit, craft, and crochet and talk everything in between. It's episode 299. My name is Jocelyn. My co-host is
Diana.
This is the second last live for a while.
Yeah, that just whooshed right by.
Whoosh right by. This is the last live in December. We've got one more live at the start of January for our regular monthly lives, and then we'll be back to recording it on Wednesdays for everybody. So this is the second last air brackets Sunday, because I know technically today is Monday, to catch us. I mean, other than all the things I'm about to talk about in Wool Gathering that we'll be doing this week while Diana's off work. But that's besides the point. Right now,
there will be much content this week.
This is the
Content is happening.
Content is a happening. It is mine is cold enough. I don't do it my winter coat, but I do wear my shawl and my mittens, and I'm perfectly comfortable.
It got minus actually cold here, but that's okay. We're gonna have +7 and rain on New Year's Day.
Gross.
I'm actually so excited because that means this is all gonna go away.
Yuck.
We had snow for Christmas. It's been lovely,
Yep.
and now it can go away.
Go away. Yeah. That's
I'm
why
good
you
with
live in
that.
Southern
I'm
Ontario.
happy. That's what I've always wanted, was like snow for a few days around Christmas, and then it can just go away.
Weirdo.
And that's what I'm getting this year, and I'm so excited.
Weirdo. I have a bazillion things to talk about. I don't know where you are. Like, how many things do you have?
Oh, I have not had a lot of crafting time, but I do have quite a few acquisitions. My Christmas presents had a theme this year.
Yarn?
It was dinosaurs and crafting.
Cool.
And there was an overlap.
This was my theme this year.
It's a solid theme.
And kitchen stuff. So, like, I got a super fancy knife sharpener thing where you can do, like, all 3 levels of knife sharpening. So, like, I got really cool adult gifts and socks. I got Oogie Boogie socks and Sally socks.
Nice.
Let's be honest, guys.
Mr. Diana and I decided, because when we went to get the air mattress for the guests,
Yes.
Canadian Tire was having the sale. So our gifts to each other were kitchen things that we've been wanting for years. So
Good.
I got a Dutch oven and he got a cast iron frying pan, or
Good.
vice versa, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what we
I think
decided.
that works excellent. That's perfect. For you guys, that makes so much sense.
The Dutch oven has been making some glorious bread this past week.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, Dutch oven's on my sort of like extended wish list. One day, but I don't need it, but one day I'd like to have it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are other things I need to get first.
Same. That's why it's been so many years where I'm like, man, I could use one of those, and we just haven't done it.
Casserole dishes. I need casserole dishes. I can wait for the other things.
Yep.
I have 1 FO, 2 FOs, a non FO that are Christmas presents that have gone away or gone and come back that I can talk about. I have a cardigan, a sock,
Gosh.
and then 1, 2, 3 finished swatches and ready to cast on projects, and technically 4 cast-ons.
Wow. Okay, so do you want to go first for like 20 minutes? I have had basically 0 crafting time except for like the last 2 days. So I have 2 projects and like a minor finish if cat toys count. But I don't have it to show because the cat has it.
Well, I mean, I don't have most of the Christmas stuff to show because I obviously gave it away.
Fair.
So, like, there's things I don't have to show. But I do have one thing to show. So I gave Dad his weeping angel. Yeah, it's called a weeping angel. It's a little stone stuffy that looks like the angel from the Blink episode of Doctor Who. Hello, kitten.
Creepy. That's a properly creepy episode.
it is a properly creepy episode. I also finished the niece's boyfriend's mittens and hats. They went over so well, the hat went on his head and never came off. To which I had been informed that he loves hats and he would love more hats. He's got a birthday coming up, so be prepared for hats. I'm like, are you strictly boy colors? He's like, nah. He's like, I like purple, black. He's like, I have boy colors, purple, red. He's like, I like colors. I like hats, all types of hats. He wants hats, so I get to make some hats.
Yeah, you have a good reason for hats now.
Which is good because I didn't have a good reason for hats before. So that's already 2 items. My sister looked at her blankie. I will show the blankie because this is the one I have the most progress on. This is the annual Christmas blanket by Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. This pattern's a bit older, but I've been making it in blue and black for my sister. As you can tell, we've made some progress.
Yeah, that's getting big. That's so good.
One more repeat, and it's the size Sherry wants. So I only have to do one more repeat of the black. I ran out of the blue. So one more repeat of the black. So rows, it's a free pattern. It's rows like 8 through 16 again. And then I can do the finishing rows. And then this is done. I can go to my sister's. So I will continue to pattern with this. But we're at the point now where we're almost fully wingspanned. So one row, as I angle myself awkwardly, because this looks good. One row of puff stitches takes about 45 minutes. It's like a full episode of TV.
Ooh, that's a lot.
There are long rows, guys. So like this is quite intense at this point, but she's very happy with it. She likes the texture, she likes the colors, and we're almost big enough, which is why it went over, because I needed her to put it on to say, okay, how much more do you want, right? And you want 2 more repeats, 1 more repeat. She thinks 2 is too many, 1 more should be good. So one more to fit, because again, once it gets washed and blocked, like it'll grow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 1 more repeat, and I'm finished.
Excellent.
Guys, this is so much blanket.
It really is a lot of blanket. It looks so good, though.
I need to do more blankets for Mikey because, my God, can that man design a blanket?
I think I need to make more blankets this year. I have 3 kilograms of that.
Bulky. Do you know what I was thinking?
Cakes.
Did you see his new one that he just released?
No, I definitely have not.
It's bulky. It's done on a 9mm hook. It calls for bulky yarn. You might have enough with the 2 anniversary cakes to just make a full-sized blankie to like to cocoon in, like properly disappear under. Yeah,
I want this.
Yeah. You should check it out. I was looking at it and it looks fantastic. And I'm like, do I have enough bulky of anything? I don't. But you know what? Whatever. I'll just make marled worsted. Like I'll take 2 strands of worsted, hold it together, and make a marled version, and I'll be fine. I was eyeballing bulky yarn, but I don't need any more yarn right now. Tomorrow is a whole other game.
Similar thoughts.
Don't get me wrong. Did you see that cabled cardigan? Did you see that cabled jacket thing?
I did. It's beautiful.
We need that. We need to order for that.
Yes.
We need to order for that because that needs to be. It needs to be lopey or like brings a little for like next winter, next fall. I'm thinking like cast it on in the summer to have it for next fall, but like some sort of like super beautiful, richly textured homespunny kind of wool.
Yeah,
like a lopey or a brings of little. Or where's that one place I got that white yarn for me? I will find the tag and we will look them up because I think they're online, but I think they also do bulky natural yarns. Oh,
okay.
Oh,
I don't know
yes,
which one you're talking about.
I'll do because we bought it in a Blur Sunday 5 minutes before close.
Okay.
It's hard to remember anything when you buy it in a Blur 5 minutes before close. So that gets me through all of Christmas. I'm just plowing through. This came home. We finally outgrew it. Long-time watchers will remember the eye-searing pink sweater.
Yes.
She is finally too tall in the arms. So, because this is 2 strands of drawing a blank.
Oh, your sound has cut out. Uh-oh. 2 strands of we don't remember, but I will try to fill dead air. I remember that. That's from like early days of the podcast. I think. And that's still looking so good. Still no sound. I'm so impressed how that sweater's been holding up though, and that she's been wearing it the whole time. And oh no, now we've lost video. Oh no. Disaster. Well, let's catch up on chat then. Also, we have 4+ and rain today. So slippery. Yeah, no kidding. That'll be us on Thursday this week, I think. But fortunately, my parents' plane should get in the air before that all strikes. And squint. Knitting for the first time since Christmas Eve. Having the flu stinks. That's so many days without knitting. I mean, I know it's only 2, but... Now Zoom says you're muted.
I have unmuted myself.
There we go. We have sound again.
The important part is we have sound. Yeah, no, having the flu sucks since Christmas. I'm so sorry you were sick over. I mean, being sick, period, sucks. It doesn't matter what the sick is. Being sick sucks. And when you're so sick you don't want to craft, it's even worse.
Yeah.
It's even worse.
That's properly sick.
Uh-huh.
I wore a wool sweater yesterday, and my neck is ever so slightly allergic to wool, I think, or like sensitive to it, and so I'm like
You're not used to it.
Just a little bit itchy. Like it's not enough that it's ever gonna stop me from doing it. It's just irritating.
It just means there's not enough there's not enough exposure in here for the skin to get used to it.
Yeah, so it's just like right around here. So if I'm if I appear to have a rash, I guess technically I do, but it's just wool. It's fine. I'm not dying.
It's Algria. It's Meadows to Uruguay. Algria
in ice searing
held
pink.
Double, because this is the ice searing pink held with the highlighter variegated, which means I can pull this extra small adult apart for her, scrap the gray at the top and the cuffs, and re-knit it for her in the adult large size in fingering instead of worsted, because I've got the yardage for it. And I can add the extra length that she needs now. And I can just stripe the pink in with the variegated, so she's got a nice bright striped one. And I can add a different gray to the neckband, cuffs, and hem. So I could anchor it with a darker gray if I wanted to.
I love that. I love this concept of remaking a sweater that's like, it's the same sweater, but it's a different sweater.
She uses it. She likes to wear it. She enjoys it. But yeah, we've noticed that it is now form-fitted, and we're 16, so we wear nothing but baggy stuff. And the sleeves are too short, which means it's time for me to pull it apart and make it bigger for her.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm doing. So step 1 is to sit for 2 months, because I told her she'd get it back for her birthday, and it would be her birthday present, because I have to literally re-knit the whole thing. She said, fair. That was fair. So I will pull it apart so it's pulled apart so I can cast it on and then do it. This is the flax pattern. So I will probably just do the flax light. Or I might even do the woodwose, because I know the woodwose fits me so well.
Oh, yeah.
So I might take my woodwose over to her and have her put it on to see how she likes that fit. And if she likes that fit, I just might make the woodwose and I might just stripe it, right?
Yeah.
So I will spend the next month or 2 figuring out which pattern and pulling this apart into its constituent components so that I can use it again.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. So I'm very excited. She liked it. It took us forever to get her to put it on because you have to babysit her. Oh, right. So my parents stop at this gas station.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like a heck of a segue. It's because there's a thing in my hand on the chocolate. And they find the most interesting things at this gas station. Like, they find Mom's dragons that she collects.
At gas stations?
Yeah.
What gas stations are they going to?
I don't know. Or like the little Day of the Dead skulls. The weirdest things from gas stations. Okay. This one is a sign that says, I can't remember if I'm the good sister or the evil one. My sister and I both have the same plaques. To which Dad told us, and me and my sister looked at each other and said, well, I can't jaywalk, so I'm the good sister. And she's like, yep, that's you. I'm like, okay, good. That's what I thought. So technically, I do remember which one I am.
amazing. Oh,
That was
Judy's
at the
in chat.
bottom of the
Good
bag.
evening.
Hello. Hello, kitten. Ask your grandma for food. Say, Grandma, I'm starving. Grandma, can I have some cat food? There. Go ask Grandma for cat food.
So I know I talked about the cat sweater last week, but we put on the cat sweater yesterday.
There's a picture on Instagram.
Oh my gosh. I can put more pictures on it. We're going to take them out in the snow today.
Do some stories. Do some stories and save it under Gilbert Adventures.
Oh, yes.
Because if you save them, then we can keep them and we can go back and look at them later.
As predicted, he hated the hat, and we got approximately 5 pictures before it went away.
Yes. Yeah.
So, that's kind of what I figured, but I got this one really great picture where that hat's jammed on his head, and he's just like, bleh. But he loves the sweater. Like, he happily wore the sweater all day and, like, napped in it, and, like, he seems to love the sweater. Okay. So we're going to take him outside in all the fresh snow today.
Yeah, we need the sweater. This one got a electronic flopping fish.
Oh, I want to see video of the fish.
Oh.
With the cat.
Parents dropped me off. They went back to the hotel. I put away the food. I went to the bathroom. I came out. She was chewing on the box that the fish was located in to try to get it to open. So it wins. It's not even charged. It doesn't flop.
Wow.
But she's already been at it.
Good fish.
She wouldn't wait. So when I'm able to sneak it away from her, I will charge the flopping fish because it's USB charged through your computer, right? And then when you pick it up, it does this floppy shape motion thing, like the tail flops and the head flops, like it's a fish on land. To be an interactive toy for her. But it was the catnip we were after. And then our springs, and then our yellow ball.
Yep.
And our cat toy mouse. Like there was toy palooza all over my floor this morning. Just cat toys everywhere. Cat toys everywhere.
Sounds about right.
Yes. Thank heavens most of them are squishy. No, go ask your grandmother for food.
Oh, bits of hay in this yarn.
Go ask grandma for food. Maybe if your grandma calls your name, you'll go to the kitchen. Hello. I'm trying to convince my cat to go ask my mother for food. You can get wet cat food. It's time for lunch. She's right here. Go see your grandma and ask for cat food. Tell her you're starving to death. It's lunchtime. You get half a big can of wet food.
Does she have half a fridge or?
I started a new one, I think. Yeah, because I warmed up breakfast, so she needs to start a new can. She might not follow you because you don't feed her. Well, if you shake the treat container, she'll come, and it's fine if she gets treats. I don't care. Sometimes she comes with a treat bag's called. You have a not food motivated cat, convincing her going to the kitchen's a good idea. If you're not the one person who feeds her, is awkward.
Mm-hmm.
She's terribly confused. Why would she care that you're in the kitchen? You're not the person that feeds her.
Yep.
I feed her, and if she's having a nap, she won't come when I call her when it's food time. She just gets mad when she wakes up and her food isn't there.
I think I fed her one time when I was over there, and I was just like, here, there is food. And she just kind of looked at me like,
what?
Yeah, and?
But she was bugging me for it.
Like, there is food in your dish. I have put it there.
I swear. It's the same food, guys. It's the same food. All right. Which leaves me with my cardigan and then talking about cast-ons and stuff. So you should go.
Okay. I will very briefly talk about the cat toy that I don't have. I can show you the yarn I made it out of.
Okay.
So, this giant ball of... Where's the end? I don't even know.
Bulky?
Yeah, this giant ball that's like 5 strands of roving, basically. That smells vaguely sheepy.
Would that make a good sweater?
I have made a sweater out of it.
Do you think maybe we should make
absolutely no drape, and it's very warm.
Well, I'm thinking because technically that pattern that we saw is a jacket, Would that make a good like jacket layer? Because you don't want a lot of drape in your jacket. You want it to maintain its shape.
Maybe.
Ooh. We got to do some researching.
Anyway,
Researching and planning. That cake's huge, man.
I know I bought 5 of them because they were like $15 each. Anyway, what was I saying? Cat toys. I saw a cool stitch on TikTok, and so I tried it out with some of this. So I basically just did like a super chunky stitch with a super chunky hook and this super chunky yarn, and I did like 6 stitches, tucked in the ends, and gave it to the cat.
It counts.
He seems to like it. So that's the new 5-second cat toy. I don't know what the stitch is called. It didn't even say on the TikTok video. It's just like, here's a fun crochet stitch. And like, okay, that doesn't help me.
It doesn't help anybody.
No, it really doesn't.
TikTok.
So I'm going to have to figure out what it's called so that I can
TikTok.
tell people what it's called. I also don't obviously have the cat toy because the cat's got it stashed somewhere. It's gone.
As cats do.
So that's the one thing I made this week. I found out a faster way to make cat toys.
I'm sorry. Were they taking an extraordinarily long amount of time previous to this?
Well, it takes 30 to 45 minutes to make one of the little mousy toys, including all of the stuffing and finishing and the little eye cord for the nose and everything.
Uh-huh.
So, like, not a long time, but longer than 5 minutes.
Guys, while we're filming? Streaming? What are we doing?
I don't know, making content.
Making content? I'm working on my sock. Look at that ribbing.
Ooh,
And Aaron
ribbing.
picked up my stitches. Well, stitch. So now I can finish I never do 2 inches of ribbing. I only do an inch on socks. And I'm about halfway done. So and then I can cast on a new sock. It'll be my second sock. This is a sock where it took me 2 days to do the foot and then like half a month to do a leg.
Ah, yes, that sock.
That sock. It's my snow globe socks. Oh no, I'm stuck in my bowl. I love yarn bowls. I hate the little swirly thing. Does that make sense?
The swirly thing can be useful.
It's my snow globe yarn. It's from Erin of Fireweed Fabric Coast, one of her sock yarns. So it's
I love that color.
socks. Going to be some lovely socks. I got socks for Christmas and I need more socks. Always need more socks. So that is what I'm working on while we're chatting today. I hope everybody else got good stuff for Christmas too. And it's working, crafting, or recovering because they're ill. Also freaking important.
Yes.
Also freaking important. Hello, welcome back. Did you even eat anything? Should make Grandma do all that work for nothing? Probably. All right. I've got some swatches. So theoretically, they're cast-ons. They're not officially on the needles, but I've swatched to make sure they're good.
All right, let's have it. Let's have some swatches because I literally have 2 other things to talk about.
2 other things.
I have a cat toy
Okay.
I can't show you, the thing I'm working on while we record, and the spinning I did. That's it.
The other thing is my my cardigan. So we'll go through my cardigan. I'm assuming, did not finish your cardigan.
Nope. No, I did not. I'm not even going to suspense that one. Of course, I did not.
I also didn't finish, so I'm not doing too bad. I'm just over the halfway marker up my back panel.
Oh, hey. Well, since you're talking about that, I'm at maybe slightly farther on the back panel.
Oh, yes.
I think just before we started recording, I measured and it was at 18 inches and I need 26.
I cheated because I've already got a front panel done, so I just counted the number of waffle squares I needed to go up, and I need 33 waffle squares, and I'm at 16. So I'm pretty much the halfway marker. So in a week, so not bad.
Not bad, not bad. We did wonderfully for this fall equinox knit along.
I'm blaming my siblings' blanket, because if I wasn't working on that for 6 hours a day, I would have gotten this done.
I really thought you were going to get that done, but I did not account for Christmas.
I had to make the decision between the two, and I decided to almost get my sister's blanket done. So if I focus on this week, which super will not happen, I should focus on this week. I could get the back panel finished and the second front panel finished. So I could be down to just sleeves as of next week, which is probably a good idea. So I should do that. What, Cat? Your mother doesn't love you anymore. Yes, it's been a lie the whole time. It's been a lie the whole time. I know there's weirdos in your living room. Go hang out with them. They're your grandparents.
Oh, I finally
They're the
went and
reason you got
grabbed a
snacks.
ball band for which yarn I had and then promptly lost it again. Oh my god.
I have Regal, so you have Heritage. Because we're both working out of Briggs and Little. I'm working out of the gray heather. You're working out of the brown heather. It's just mine's in the Regal line and yours is in the Heritage line.
Yeah. Pretty colors. There we go. Daylight shows that off reasonably well. I love how there's like sprucey greens and cinnamon in there. It's so good. Anyway, those will get done one day, right? Oh no, your sound went away again. Yeah, well, let's see what to talk about now, because I talked about my thing now. Should I talk about spinning now, I suppose? I guess I should, while we're sorting out sound. You may notice that Esmeralda's not in the background today because she got taken down to the living room to do some spinning with movies last night. So I grabbed a braid of, let's see, this is sound?
Hopefully the sound stays.
Hey, the sound's back. I grabbed a braid of Manjusha Fiber Arts Superwash Merino in the colorway Imaginary Friend because it had white and red and green in it. Not the most Christmassy green, but it was the most Christmassy thing that I had. Anyway, this is 50 grams of it because the other 50 grams is done.
Oh, good.
And just oh wait, the gradient shows better on this side. Look at this gradient. It's so good. There's blue in the middle, and then there's green, and then there's some red, and then there's some white. I made a
stay
gradient.
out of trouble.
I'm just so happy with it.
Okay, no, that looks good. Sorry, I had to yell at her because she was making trouble.
I completely understand. Cat. So I think.
No, that's turning out really good. Oh yeah.
The second braid into a ball, and then I was debating between plying them together or just leaving them as singles. I don't know.
Plying them together will give them more durability.
It's true. Oh, that's my outside fluff that didn't spin very well. Here we go. So, yeah, my consistency is not amazing. It's fingering weight-ish. But the yarn only broke once when I was winding it off.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and I only got one or two accidental slubs. And it's not super consistent. This was also the beginning of the spin where I was figuring out how I was having an argument with Esmeralda. She was very disinclined to spin on Christmas Day. She was very against it. But we had a long discussion, and eventually we came to an understanding, and then we were able to finish the ball quite nicely.
Good. Well, sometimes people, need a cup of coffee, a chocolate bar, a little chat. They need a good visit, especially if they've been ignored for a bit.
We had to get some oiling going on there, and we needed a little chiropractic readjustment of some of our pieces. So.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Like all old people, it takes us a while to get going in the morning. Once we get there, we're fine.
Yeah, so
we just don't spring out of bed like we're 4 anymore, that's all.
So we got there in the end. So I'm going to have 2 little 50-gram balls, and then I may ply them, I may not.
Make the call when you're done. My thinking was if you ply them, then you've got a nice sort of DK weight that you could use in a colorwork sweater or a hat or as colorwork and mittens or something, because you have a lot of fingering yarn. So leaving it as a single is fine, but you've been complaining about how much fingering weight yarn you have. So maybe finishing it off to a different weight.
But it takes so long to knit, and I really enjoyed my bulky Christmas knits because they went so fast. I'm like, man, bigger yarn.
Whereas my brain's
do that.
Yarn. Then you have the DK weight yarn, which is a larger weight yarn. Heavier weight yarn. Also, I think it looked really good plied. I think it looked really good. I would look really good plied.
I'm gonna, if I do ply it, I'm going to do it to try to maintain the gradient.
That's fair, yeah.
as opposed to doing it opposite and trying to like
It's
barber pole it or something. I'm gonna try and maintain the gradient.
okay. Well, that'll work. I'm sure chat is full of suggestions on what you should do.
Chat is amazingly quiet today. I
That's
guess it's
okay.
a Monday.
Well,
People
and
have
it's
Monday
Boxing
things to
Day.
do. Yeah.
People might not know we're here. Oh, that's okay. We made the adjustment because Christmas Day wasn't going to work for you, so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we made changes. That's okay. We have lots to talk about, so that works. And people can watch later. That's the joy of it.
Indeed.
Okay, what else are we doing? I guess it's me again, isn't it?
Yeah, the rest is you. That's all of my projects. I have acquisitions later.
Okay. Well, I don't have acquisitions in the yarn departments, so I will go through theoretical plans and swatches.
Okay, let's have some swatches.
Let's do that. So I swatched for all of the items I took photos of.
Oh,
On what should I
goodness.
cast on, with the exception of the woodwows, mostly because I'm working in the same yarn at the same needles on the same pattern. I'm not swatching for that. I'll wing that one.
Apparently,
So I
YouTube
need
wasn't helpful
to.
with notifications of going live today.
Was it not
Doo-doo.
telling people?
Apparently not. Oh, and Sherry's listening and knitting on the Deep Winter.
Oh, what's that one? I feel like I should know that.
I'm gonna look it up. Keep talking.
Yes, please. So I swatched for the Easy V worsted weight sweater, which swatch turned out il perfecto at a 6 millimeter for me to get gauge that the sweater calls for. It's a V-neck worsted weight sweater. Sorry, I gotta count for a second. Because of course I'm doing 2x2 ribbing while we're doing this.
Oh, the Deep Winter is the cable jacket that we were talking about.
That's the cable jacket? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I want to cast that on so
Oh,
bad.
and Sherry says plying will help balance out any over and under twist. Oh, that's good.
It does. Yes.
Okay. All right. It'll get plied. Oh, and Jen's here too. Yay.
Hi,
Okay.
Jen. I wore Jen's mittens out today. They were perfect. Find your fade
shawl. Out the
shawl.
other day in the snowstorm. Fantastic.
Was it good? Fantastic.
Yes,
Excellent.
having Norwegian proper, like super authentic Norwegian mittens in the weather we were having, it was great.
Mitts for
I
everyone.
almost got into a car accident in the last 20 feet.
Oh God. So I have the green.
Ooh.
Because I was going to do the festive Christmas sweater, but I never worked on it. And when I picked it up, my brain didn't scream, drop everything and work on this. So I ripped it. And this
Fair.
oatmeal from Briggs and Little.
I
So I need another color in here. Hence the push to finish my waffle cardigan.
Right.
Because I've got a red DK from Briggs and Little that I could just like hold the DK or just have a different weight, whatever, and change my needles. Or a bulky, however gauge works out for me, that I could do. So I could have my color work in this oatmeal gray and red color, which will look really good, and the body in the green.
Yes.
So swatch worked out, so I'm ready to cast on. I made notes by simply having the PDF open and making a note. That's how I make notes. I don't do physical notes anymore, guys.
That's fine.
There we go. So I did that, and that's done, and that's ready to go. This morning I was double checking numbers. Oh, I'm going to have to look up the pattern for this so I can tell you guys the name of the pattern for this
Jen
one.
says, which yarn is that, Jocelyn?
Briggs a Little Worsted Heritage for the green, and I think it's just called dark green. I'll find a label here, Jen. And Heritage for this one is, oh Lord, not today. I won't be reading that. Does that focus enough that you can read it?
It seems to say rag, R-A-G-G.
Yeah, that's a colorway. I call it oatmeal because that's what it looks like to me. And then let's try this again with the other one, which is more heritage. Ooh, this label's a little crinkly.
Sherry says, I love those colors. And Jen says, I have some Atlantic that would look good with the...
I think it says dark green.
It does say dark green.
Okay, so dark green heritage. is the body. But again, I could go bulky or I could go DK and just adjust my needle when I'm doing that specific color work section, or say F it and just be careful. And in the DK, knit a bit looser, and in the bulky, knit a bit tighter to get the stitch count to stay the same. Knowing that any sort of wobbly will get blocked out. It's a full-on wool.
Could work. It'd be a
So,
little thinner in the DK section, maybe.
yeah. Or I hold the DK double. Like it's definitely doable with one up and one down for literally what is going to be like a couple of rows of color work. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I need to go find the pattern for this one that I want to talk
fine.
about.
Jen was saying, I have some Atlantic that would look good with the tin
Green?
in my stash I don't have plans for. Something in my stash I don't have plans for. I think autocorrect did something there.
Oh,
Oh, and Sally says, I'm here listening while working. Hi.
oh, hello, Sally. That would be awesome, Jen. I will send you some pictures on Discord afterwards, and I'll show you what colors I'm working with, and we can have a chat and see what's going on. I'm just about finished a swatch. You can see it's on the needle.
Ooh, very nice swatch.
In this very bulky, this is that
that the
very,
arrow?
very bulky arrow yarn. Yeah.
I'm
So
excited
I've
to
worked
see
in
how
it
that
once
knits a lot.
before. I made a cowl, and it was so freaking light and fluffy. Like I made the cowl for a friend. It was so freaking light and fluffy.
Oh yeah,
And the
that's the one
goal,
where you pick it up and it's like, am I even holding anything?
am I even holding anything? Because this is alpaca yarn. Which I know people are
Oh,
like, oh,
Jen
Dawson
says she
alpaca.
has some blue if you want.
Ooh, like the blue and green with like the rag. Oh,
Oh, that could
oh.
work. Depending on the
Yes,
shade of
Jen,
blue.
we will
That
talk.
could look really good.
I think that could look really good. Oh yeah, because you had those smaller circulars that you're not using that you wanted to send me anyway. So here is some arrow yarn. It's from Barocco. I don't Barocco really doesn't do colorways, but I got enough balls of this to do a knitted sweater, and I found a pattern, and I'm going to do some screen flipping while we chat about it. This gauge swatch is a little off from what the pattern calls for, but that's fine. I like the fabric I'm getting. So I'm going to use, I'm trying not to get closer to my screen and still find my page with my Ravelry on it. Apparently I have 3 YouTube pages open. Why? Why do I have 3 YouTube pages open?
Who knows?
This is how I end up with 50 million things open all at the same time. I don't know what I'm doing
Jen says,
anymore.
I do, and I've almost found them all.
Oh, hey, excellent.
Circular needles.
Yeah, because I'm experimenting with the shorter circulars, and I like them. Like I like the ones at the fingering weight, so I wanted to try more at different weight sizes and use them. So I found my Ravelry page. Only 3 YouTube, 1 Ravelry. Why? Why?
Okay.
That's
Seems
backwards. It's
to
usually
me.
the other way around. It's usually the other way around. Okay, gotta scroll. Gotta do some scrolling. Here we go. Because it's in a favorites bundle, right? Okay, so this is gonna be hot. Well, why am I? God, how many sweaters have I added recently? So many.
So many.
Oh, I've got on a bit of a sweater spree, people.
Uh-oh. Oh, just wait until I show off one of my acquisitions I might be adding to your favorites bundle.
Oh God. Okay, so it's
Well,
called
okay.
Glace. Everybody with me? Here's your spelling. Glaese by Rebecca Valquez. Ooh, yeah, no, starts with a V. Rebecca V. That's what we're going with, guys. We're going with Rebecca V. It's knitting. It's bulky. And it is an 80s style slouchy sweater with behemoth sleeves.
Ooh.
Out of this super drapey, lightweight, feels like you're wearing nothing yarn.
Yes. And
That's
yet it
what
would
I'm.
be so toasty. Oh my
Adra Douglas, you are just not assisting me today.
god.
Your mother is not impressed with your assistance.
Liz has
I
joined
know
us in chat. Hello.
it. Hi, Liz. What's up? Yeah, because it's 8 stitches for 4 inches on a 10 millimeter. But I like the fabric I'm getting, which is different, which is fine. It just means I take the number and I add up to my chest measurements, and then I just figure out what size that's closest to and make that size. That's all that means. I do it all the time. It's a free pattern.
Nice.
Yep.
Even
Yep.
better.
So there we go. There you go, guys. So that's that pattern. Oh, now I can do this and full size Diana, because if I don't full size my screen, I can't see what Diana's doing. So those two are done and ready to go. The Easy V, I was going to cast it on this morning, but I started reading stuff and that didn't happen. I fell down a rabbit hole with, it's way too long to explain, short written handbooks for medieval ministers and priests to use when collecting confessions, like prompts for questions, things to look for, what sins get what for, guide handbooks. What I was reading. That's right.
Oh,
That's
okay.
my idea of fun reading at 7 in the morning. Is that
A little light reading.
it is for me?
I was listening to like Knit One, Kill Two or whatever the knitting mystery that somebody told us about the last
Oh
time we talked about
yeah.
knits. I got the
Oh
audiobook from
yeah.
the library.
Yeah. So Holly in the Snow is in a bag. The 4 millimeter needles that literally came out of the woodwoes is also in the bag. I just need to skein these up, and I have not set up my ball winder and skein my switch. So that's the only thing stopping me from that because I haven't had time to do it. And then, oh, I gotta go back to Ravelry. I thought I was done pushing buttons.
Oh no.
This is the one I haven't swatched for yet. So this is that Borg yarn
Oh
from
yeah.
October this year.
Yeah, what's that
This
one
I
gonna
need to
be? I need
I
to
have to
know.
skein this up and I will pull up the pattern name for you and test it out. This I need to swatch for because still I super duper need this to fit properly because it is supposed to be for a fitted vest. Oh, my screen is blown up big enough for me to read, which means it's too big to use. That's how that works. Why, Facebook? Thanks for updating.
Good to know.
I don't like Facebook. I would like to stop using Facebook. Here it is. That's the pattern I want. No. Just go to the pattern.
I
This is
don't
the
remember. This is unrelated to patterns and stuff, but I was just thinking about drinks and cups and stuff. I finally tried the eggnog and Coke the other day.
Oh yeah, you were saying.
Whoever told me about that, you were onto something. A plus eggnog and Coke was
But
really good.
I really like. Okay, guys, it's fake eggnog. I really like just the taste of my eggnog. I don't want to dilute it. I don't want to add to it. I like it as it is. Like I really like
If
it
you've
as
ever
is.
enjoyed an ice cream float, like a scoop of ice
I do.
cream in Coke or
Yeah,
root beer,
yeah,
it's
root beer.
that, but like with the eggnog spices.
Okay, maybe. I don't know. I'm undecided. I'm on the fence.
It
I'm on the fence.
sounds really weird. It's actually good.
Uh, I don't think I'm going to be able to pronounce this poor lady's name.
Oh no.
Will be.
What's the pattern?
The pattern is called Odice. So Odice, because we don't do show notes for lives. And it's by Ladi Van de Havel. I'm going to spell that for you guys. It's spelled Laudy, then VAN, then DEN, then the last name of HEUVEL. I don't know.
Lottie Vanden Hoovel?
I don't know if there should be umlauts that aren't there. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But it is on Ravelry, published in January of this year, 2022. It uses light fingering at 28 stitches, which for me I can get on regular
That's
fingering just
cute.
fine. But it is a rib. I'm gonna curse myself. It's a ribbed vest. It's a ribbed
Why are you
vest.
making a ribbed vest? You hate ribbing.
I've been practicing. I really do. And I'm doing it A because I need that vest with my puffy sleeves and my walking skirts. That couldn't
Oh,
fit the motif better if it tried.
yeah, okay.
If it tried, it couldn't fit it better. And my core, when my back gets cold, it like whole rib cage seizes up. So I want to try it out on this because if I like it and I can figure it out, make it work, I can also make one for my mommy who's got the same problem. But the reason we looked at it, the reason that I was gifted this pattern, which is freaking amaze balls. So excited. I love gifted patterns so much, you guys. Which we need to talk about Dragon Horde Designs, Dragon Horde Yarns about supporting her right now because her poor puppy is so sick.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Her poor puppy is so sick. Like I want to buy some patterns or something for her to help with those vet bills. Um, she's done, in this case, in the Otis pattern, she has done the sizing and she's made adjustments for bust sizes up through, I believe, H or G.
Oh wow.
So she's written out the pattern. So size, name, and waist circumference and body is one measurement set. And then for each size, bust sizing will be shown in the following format size of double A, B, C, D, E, G, H plus, which means she's done all the math I need to make it fitted and not squish the girls.
That's
So
impressive.
I can put in my waist measurements and my ribcage measurements, and I can put in my cup size, and I can have a lot closer of a fit off the get-go. And she
Yeah, because
does it
that like
using
never
different types of
happens.
ribbing. It never happens. She's
Nobody
using
ever does
different
that
types of
backwards.
ribbing. Yeah. So yes, so much yes. And then again in this color,
Yes. Oh, apparently it's
ugh,
pronounced Hu Huvel.
Hugh, Huvel,
Huvel.
Huvel. I'm the
So
worst
says
human on the
Sherry, who knows
planet.
somebody in real life with that name.
Excellent.
So we're
I
going with
I
Huvel.
I don't. I mean, I'm full on mea culpa. Please call me out if I mispronounce things. I purposely mispronounce things. It's not El Korea. That's what I like to say. Uh, Sometimes it's me. Oh, most of the time it's me. And I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not exposed to it enough to understand what I'm looking at. So, which is
And
fine.
there's
And
also
I'm
Vedek in chat. Happy Boxing Day.
happy Boxing Day. Happy day, oh boxes. We got the standard, the boys in the gaming group got the standard Mary, Mary, you heathens from our Jewish friend, Celebrate Hanukkah. Yeah. So
Nice.
we've been trading interfaith insults all week.
Wonderful.
As boys do. So we've been doing that. Yeah. So I need to swatch, and I'm actually gonna swatch on the 2.25 millimeter that they call for because it wants 28 stitches. And I think that's what I get on a 2.25 millimeter in rib.
Interesting.
So I'm going to do
That's
that.
a lot of
So
stitches.
I don't want to think about it. There is no deadline. I will never ever put something like this project on a deadline one, but I do
It's gonna
want to
take a
make
while.
it. It's going
It's
to take
gonna
a
be
while. So
so
like
pretty
I
though.
gotta start now if I want it done like at the end of 2023. Like if I put it on my bingo card, because we're gonna talk bingo cards this week, that's a good
Mm-hmm.
place for it. But I
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
absolutely need to be able to swatch. So I'm not swatched for this one yet, but I do want to get it on the needles if I can this week, or at the very least have it swatched or caked up and ready to swatch if I run out of time. Because guys, we've got next week is our craft off check-in.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah, I was remembering
then
about that the other day.
I decided yesterday I didn't have enough new start projects, so I pulled out this bag.
Oh no.
L Jack, and I swatched for, and then I stuck the needles back in because it works. The rosette sweater. Remember that sweater?
Oh gosh, that's a
That's an
throwback.
oldie. It's caked. It's ready to go. I need to cast on. Which again, I made the note for the numbers for the gauge swatch. So now I can cast on. I need to go through and read the pattern because it has a little rolled hem action going on. And I hate rolled hems
Yeah.
with a
Not my favorite.
passion. With a passion. So I want to reread the hem section because they have you do a provisional cast on and then pick the neckline back up again and do the little rolled hem bit. So I want to reread it and see if it's easy enough to adapt it to a stretchy cast on, and then do just like a little bit of like one by one twisted rib or something so that it like
Yeah.
lays flat.
Yeah.
So I need to, because I read it the other day, but I was so tired. So like I want to reread that set of instructions first to
Yep.
make sure what I think I need to do is what I actually need to do.
Yep.
And then cast on and do a little bit of ribbing and then get started on the necklines and stuff. But otherwise, I've made all the markings in the pattern on the PDF in my notes section, what size to start at, what size I need to be at for stitch counts when I'm finished, and everything else. Otherwise, the sweater looks incredibly easy to put together. It's a beautiful yoke. The only other big decisions to make at that point, this is all Aran Fireweed Fabric Yarn. This is Pinot Noir is the body color. And then actually January of 2021's Sock Club colorway, which was the birds, is
I
going
wonder
to
if
be my color work. But it's got two, you can do like a straight body or a balloon body at the bottom. So you have like a kind of slouchy sweatshirt look. And you can do the
Oh
same
yeah.
with the sleeves. And I'm kind of tempted to do that with the sleeves, and to make it longer by duplicating the colorwork yoke section and doing a repeat of the colorwork yoke at the sleeve before the cuff, and doing the same at the bottom of the sweater again,
Okay.
like I did with the flat white, because I
Yeah.
really like how that looks. So it also will give me a way to force myself to do the stockinette in the round and in the Pinot Noir colorway, because then it's like, but you got color work to get to, so keep going. Because if you're doing stockinette in the round and you got the whole body and then all you got to look forward to is ribbing, and I don't like ribbing, well, it's not a motivator. It's not a motivator.
Mm-hmm. But then you got
Color
color work
work,
to look forward to, and then it's like, well, if I just do this little bit of ribbing, then I'm done.
then I'm done. It's fine. So I'm hoping that breaks it, because it certainly made it easier when I was doing the flat white. I was just like, color work. I was like, ribbing, whatever, fine. It's only like an inch. We can do it. We go, right? So I'm hoping that helps. Plus our podcast anniversary cast on.
Yeah.
I'm
I
out
think
of
I know
my
what I want to do for
mind.
that.
I know what my first project's going to be.
First project.
It's crochet. It's not even big. It's I want to make the iron helmet.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, yeah. I guess that won't take very long.
Yeah, that won't. And it's going to be gray and acrylic for the mysterious Mr. B. And I'm going to try to add the red thing at the back so it's like a Roman helmet, so I can give it to him.
Amazing.
Well, if I
I want
do
those
it
pictures.
right, if I do it right, and I stay focused, and you stay focused, we won't stay focused. We're seeing each other the 15th of January when you're down here.
Mm-hmm.
We need to go stand in the mysterious Mr. B's front lawn
Mm-hmm.
and take photos.
Yes.
And wouldn't it just be great if you actually had your cardigan done?
I'm gonna try. I'm trying right now.
Watch me just put the pressure on. Pile the pressure on. Pile the pressure on.
I I really want this cardigan.
Because I could do a hat in less than 10 days, and then Mr. B could be in his iron helmet and still remain the mysterious Mr. B. Because it's got a face shield part.
That would be
No?
so good.
I think that'd be great.
That would be good. I would enjoy that.
All right. That's what I've been doing the last couple of days. Swatching like a crazy person.
I have acquisitions.
Go for it. It's my turn to be quiet, eat some brownie, and work. I'm hungry.
Because everybody went, hey, you like yarn and dinosaurs.
You
So
really
I won't
do.
talk about all the dinosaurs, but there were a number of dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
But then there was the yarn from when I went to Michael's with mother-in-law last time I was out there, and we were looking at all the yarn, and she was like, okay, just like be surprised about this at Christmas. So I'd actually mostly forgotten about it. So I have 2 Karen Cloud cakes in the colorway Cinnamon Swirl.
Ooh, they look good. What
Yeah,
weight is
so
those ones? The cloud ones are worsted, or?
they are weight 4.
Yeah,
So I guess that's
medium.
worsted. They seem like maybe a light worsted. And they're polyester.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what these are going to be, but they're so wonderfully soft.
Crochet with Carrie did a whole bunch of pattern releases over Christmas.
That's what I'm thinking. I think I might need to find
And she has a beautiful, nice, gorgeous, basic, slightly textured cardigan that might look really good in that yarn.
I'm drastically leaning towards something of a vaguely lacy crochet nature. Because it's
Mm.
polyester, so it won't breathe at all unless you add vent holes.
I'm sorry. Have you seen all of the dinosaur sweaters and swag sweaters you've gotten from work? They are also polyester, dear.
That's true.
That might, but those that like with a lacy pattern in it, I think that would look lovely.
Yeah. So, even if it just becomes like a basic granny square cocoon thing, I think that would still be lovely. It's so soft. It's so soft.
The campfire cardi with the big hood.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's some of that.
Might have to have a second brownie.
Oh, definitely, you should have a second brownie. I endorse this. And then my mom got me some sport weight
Stone sugar.
alpaca merino
Nice.
bamboo blend
Yeah.
in the colorway candy apple.
Ooh, that looks good. I like that. That's a
Yeah.
pretty color.
So I don't know what this is going to be, but it's really soft. It's just a bit of a halo, so that'll be something.
Okay. I'm with you.
I got another project bag. It's got pockets in the front.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, I'm eating fiber. There we go. It's a real podcast now.
Every time.
I got a pattern book of Norwegian sweaters and jackets.
Yep.
And just like like look at this. Just it's so pretty.
Stop tempting me. I've already made plans. No, seriously, keep tempting me
they're all
because
so pretty.
Yarn Canada upped its minimum order requirement, so I'd like to split a shipping with you again.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Like, look at that. Look at all that color work.
God. And if I do it in rustic wools, I can just steek and make them cardigans.
This one even is a cardigan, I think.
I don't know, it's a little blurry. Like, it'll have to be some photos and stuff.
That doesn't help.
But again, I'm looking through my...
There's
most
not
of
too
them are
many
cardigans?
pullovers in here. Which is why, to go along with this book, I got a bunch of buttons. These ones say handmade with love. If it focuses, probably won't. There we go. Handmade with love on these buttons. And then there's a bunch of different wooden buttons that have like flower prints on them.
Oh, cool. I like it.
So Norwegian sweaters and jackets are in my future.
I will happily fall down that rabbit hole with you.
And then, because everything was dinosaurs and yarn, there was dinosaurs and yarn. Amigurumi crochet dinosaurs.
On the bright side, they're quick.
Yeah, and the patterns
On the downside,
so
they're fiddly.
Cute. I know they're fiddly, but they're so cute. They're so cute.
Yeah, no, you need to make some. You need to make some. You need to make some.
Like the little Stegosaurus and the little Triceratops and the pterodactyl. And they're so cute.
Yep.
So there will be crochet dinosaurs in the future.
Our spring equinox cow might be toys.
Toys that are dinosaurs? Eternal.
Dinosaurs are eternal. I have said so previously. It is known throughout the land.
I might have to make a little menagerie. A little dinosaur
like
menagerie.
If you don't have a dinosaur menagerie, you failed.
I put them, I can't quite reach them, but I got some little Lego dinosaurs, some like Jurassic World Lego, and then there's like a little, you know those little racing cars that you like pull them back and then they, zoom.
Yes.
It's a Triceratops head that goes nom 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 nom.
Okay, they nailed
it later.
Nailed the theme, did they?
Yeah, there was an unspoken theme that it was dinosaurs and yarn, and yeah, people
so
delivered.
So much. That is great. I love it. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
So those are my acquisitions.
Oh, I'm telling you.
I guess that was
Got a
part of wool
computer
gathering.
much.
Should probably do the unscripted Patreon ad.
We should do the unscripted Patreon ad.
Do I have a word today?
I don't remember what your word was last week.
Neither do I.
Have you had
Oh,
the
it
word
was...
pretzel?
Yeah, we've done
Yes.
pretzel.
Pretzel was last week.
I want to say it was like
Give me a
sprinkles
second.
or something.
Give me a moment. Check in on chat, and I will tell you. I just can't stop randomly. I have to stop at a repeat in ribbing. And I will pull up the handy dandy phone and I'll look it up. Like I should have done before we went live.
That's fine.
That's
It happens.
who needs to be prepared? That's crazy
Preparedness
talk.
is overrated. I almost showed up today in my pajamas. I thought
I
really hard about it, but then I had to go to the store after, so I decided to maybe get dressed.
left my I was dressed by about 7:30.
And my sibling has
No, it
been
was stickers last week.
stickers. I'm like sprinkles. It wasn't quite it. Stickers, yeah.
No. So this week will be pretzels.
Pretzels.
Yes.
I thought I did pretzels already.
I don't know, you might have. Have you? If you have, I don't know where the other list is, and we're pretty much out
I
of
can do
words.
pretzels again because if I have done it, I definitely don't remember how I did it.
Well, they don't have many words left.
Okay.
Apparently, I've been
Patreon ad
tagged.
incorporating the word pretzels. Plural pretzels? Does a singular pretzel count?
It says pretzels, so
Plural
plural?
pretzels. Okay. If, for some reason, you would like to financially support these shenanigans, you may do so at patreon.com/northernitspodcast. Any level of support gets you access to our patron-only Discord channel, where we are active at all hours of the day and the night, starting all the things, being very, very enabling into starting and buying all of the things, and but also cheering appropriately when people do actually finish things.
Oh, have you seen our finish thread?
Yes, all of the glorious finishes.
So gorgeous.
So pretty.
So
the sweaters.
Gorgeous.
All of the sweaters.
So much sweater action right now.
Oh.
See those little cute ones Jen did for her granddaughters? They're
Yes,
so dang cute. They're so cute. Like, oh, those are so overly cute. Adorable.
What else? We have monthly e-knit-ins for Patreon folks, where you are welcome to bring pretzels to snack on.
Well done. Well done.
The next one of those
is the last Saturday of January.
Right, yes, we put that on the 28th because I'm there on the 21st and we need to podcast.
We do. Yeah. Guys, we do. It's a tight schedule while she's visiting, so it's not going to work that weekend. So we'll be the last Saturday of January instead of the second last Saturday as usual.
Yep, it'll be the 28th of January, noon Manitoba time.
Absolutely. Because
flight schedules are limited and I'm trying to minimize time off work.
Yes.
I don't want to start using my holiday time like 2 weeks into the new year, you know?
New year. No. Don't do that.
I want to save that for later.
It makes way more sense to save that for later. So I can talk you into doing other things.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
So many things. Like maybe I want to do DEF CON this year. And then also Knit City. And then also Rhinebeck. Maybe Rhinebeck can happen this year.
Maybe Rhinebeck. I don't know if my brain's ready to fly back into Vancouver. It hurts so bad.
Fair. Waterloo's a little bit nicer.
Waterloo is not quite such a pressure change from a poor brain pan.
It's also a nice tiny little airport, so you like walk off the plane onto the ground and then walk through the terminal, pick up your bag and leave.
Nice. There is something to be said for those.
Like, there's 2 luggage carousels. I've never seen them both in use.
Oh, that sounds perfect.
It's a very small airport. I think they renovated. They have 6 gates now.
Ooh, I don't know. Might be getting too big for me.
I don't know. And a separate arrivals and departures building.
Oh my goodness, fancy pants.
It's so fancy. So it's a lot nicer to fly into Waterloo.
Yes.
And then it's like a nice 2.5 hour drive to Rhinebeck from here.
Yeah.
Perfectly
Yeah.
reasonable.
I think, yeah, maybe right back this year. You and I will talk because I obviously have to pester you for yay or nay very early to make plans.
Yeah.
Yeah, since I'm the planner.
Have to see what else is going on this year.
We'll sit down this weekend, we'll talk and we'll rough out a go do stuff schedule.
Yep. Because I
Yeah,
know there's a
we'll do
few
that.
weddings also happening this year, so I need to nail down dates for
Yes.
those.
We need dates for those because
Yeah.
if they're planning a wedding, they have a date, or they're not planned enough and it won't be this year.
Well, I mean, there's that one really delayed one. It's been delayed for like 3 years. I'm probably going to Jamaica this year.
Destination weddings.
Yeah.
Woof. Oh, that's it. As always, we super understand the budgets are a real life thing. If you can't financially support us, liking, commenting, subscribing, and interacting with us on social media are a great way to interact with us. And I'm going to tell you guys about a social media platform where you're just interacting with Diana because I'm not going to be a part of it.
Oh.
We have the Instagram, we have the Facebook, we have obviously here on YouTube, and Diana has decided that we're going to be on TikTok.
I thought I'd give it a try.
So
It
we're going to
might
be
be an
over there.
absolute failure.
I can poke and prod and remind you to do things, but I can't. The video formats really don't work well for me. Like doing the reels is really hard. I don't think I'm fully ready to do that, but for the most part, that'll be Diana's baby.
I'll see what
The
I can
same
do.
with like,
I have this notion that I'll edit little 30-second clips each week and post
yeah, which is
those.
totally doable. It's like like one day if we ever get on Twitter, it's all me. It's all me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I resurrect my Twitter for like a couple weeks a year every so often.
that's it. So that's how that works. So that's where we're sitting. But this week, oh guys, this week. First
This
off,
week, yeah.
if you can, a shout out again to Dragon Horde Yarn. Her puppy is very, very ill. She's offered 20% off her yarn and her patterns so that the sales can help support the vet bills. Like the puppy stays at the hospital
Oh
levels of
dear.
sick.
Oh
So
no,
like
poor
we're
puppy.
really sick. So if you can, please support because that's so harsh. So harsh. Like it's one thing if you know because the puppy is getting old that it's time to start thinking about quality over quantity. But if they weren't expecting it and the puppy was still pretty young, like that's harsh. They're members of the family.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's not cool. It's not cool. So if you can, that would be an amazing thing to do. Trust me, if I had the spare for the exchange rate for yarn, oh boy, I would. Oh boy, I would. Her yarn is gorgeous.
Yes, it's so pretty.
Gorgeous. It's so pretty. I just can't bear to pay the shipping costs from America because it's not coming that far. I pay less to get stuff from Europe. It's very irritating.
I completely messed up this chunk of my sweater.
Oh, it's not good. That's not good that you messed up. So that's
Oh,
going
I
on.
didn't even do front posts on the. Okay, well, let's just pull that back. It's only on the previous row, it's fine. The number of times I've done this is why this is taking so long, because every single time I work on this, I end up having to pull back like an entire row because I notice I've done something stupid on the previous row.
And you can't fudge it?
Not really. I don't know how to fudge a missing stitch.
Oh, that's easy. You just make two. So say you've got your waffle
It's
stitch.
like this stitch
Technically
is
it's
the
a
stitch that I'm supposed to stitch into is missing.
yeah. So the waffle is I'm going to call it 4 stitches wide. Technically, it's not. It's 3 stitches wide. So on the front side, it's a free pattern. On the front side, you have 2 front post double crochets, and in
Yeah.
the middle, you have 2 double crochets.
Yeah. And I'm missing one of the front posts.
But you know what you do, right? You can either loop down to the row below and do a treble front post double crochet, pops out just a little bit farther, but you're not going to notice that across the back of a waffle pattern to get the height you need to come back up to level.
Okay.
To replace a missing front post. That's what I've done once or twice already on that back panel. And if I'm missing one of the double crochet stitches, I will just, if I've only got one double crochet instead of two, I'll just make two double crochets appear. Because again, over the course of the back of the cardigan,
always the posts. I always miss
the posts. Yeah.
Like I just don't put it in.
I've missed the post once or twice, and I've had to go down a row, and I've had to treble front post double crochet to get the height back up.
Yeah. All right. I'll try that. Because I don't. I already pulled out some of the rows. So I have to get back there, but
because I refuse to rip back unless it is absolutely freaking necessary. And again, that many waffle stitches over the entire back of a cardigan, no one is going to notice one treble front post double crochet.
This is true.
Popping out just a little bit further. No one. Because once you come back across, because obviously then you're double crocheting that front post on the backside, you pull it back in to the work, so you're securing it.
All right. We'll try this out. Try this out.
I really hate ripping if I don't have to, guys.
So do I, but I've been doing it because I know it'll bother me. But if a treble looks just fine, I will do that.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll try the treble. You'll know whether or not you like it. There's no hole.
Okay.
Well, no more than any average hole from doing a front post double crochet versus the double crochet.
I don't want any extra holes.
That's fair. What was I doing? I was talking about this week. So we've got a lot in better news. We've got a lot coming on this week. So we have, should I work forwards or backwards? Let's work forwards. Today is Monday, which means the 27th is Tuesday. The 28th is Wednesday. These numbers should start ringing things in Diana's head.
Yep, I am remembering.
Which makes the 29th Friday. Thursday, sorry. Friday is the 30th. Sunday's the 31st, right? No. 30th. Is it 31
Saturday's
days?
31st, and then
Saturday's the 31st. Sunday's the 1st. So we got a lot going on because we've got on the 20, is it the 28th we want to do the streaming? 29th.
29th, because my parents go home on the 28th.
29th, yeah. Were we going to game on the 28th?
I've been thinking about that, and assuming my parents' flight is on time, I will have time to game. If their flight gets delayed, then I'll be doing airport things.
That's fair.
So the TBD, depending on if the plane's on time.
I will leave the time blocked out, and if you show up, great. If not, I'll just game by myself. It's fine.
Fair. A treble, you start with 2 loops, right? I haven't done a treble in an age and a half.
Yes, you yarn over twice, and then you do your stitch, because then you want to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2.
Okay, let's see how this works.
Which makes no sense to anybody who doesn't crochet. That was just a whole bunch of wordage at people's heads.
But I think I did that slightly wrong.
On the 28th, we're going to do a thing. 29th. Dates.
There's maybe gaming on the 28th.
Maybe gaming on the 28th.
Definitely streaming on the 28th.
Definitely streaming on the 28th.
Now I'm doing it.
Woohoo! Guys, I'm full of sugar and brownie. What do you want? And turkey and cranberry sauce for breakfast. So I have more leftovers when we're done. 29th. Oh my word. At noon Manitoba time. Right? Yes.
Yeah.
We are going to do some knitting sprints. So we're going to invite all you guys to come along and join us while we pick a whip. And that's what we work on and chat for 25 minutes. 25 minutes?
Yeah, 25 minutes.
5 minutes intervals. And we're going to hang out and for about 2 hours or so. And we're going to work on some whips. And just chill and have bevies and eat leftover Christmas cake and just try to get some work done before the new year. Did we decide what day we're doing the bingo card wrap up?
Yeah, I think we're doing that on the 30th.
30th? Okay.
I don't know. I put stuff in my calendar. Let me see. I definitely put stuff in my calendar.
we schedule things to your calendar because yours is the schedule that is more restricted than mine.
I have bingo card on the 31st, but honestly, the 30th would be fine if that works better.
31st is good. I don't make plans for New Year's Eve. So why don't we stick with the 31st because that's what we've got you booked for.
Okay.
So the 31st at noon Manitoba time. Yes, because you're still off work, right? Yep.
Yep.
We're going to do our bingo card wrap up, which means you have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You got 5 days to get your bingo cards prepped. Count 5 days.
I've already started.
Excellent. We use the bingo cards primarily for me and Diana to sort of set goals and to help sort of keep us focused. Never works, but we set goals and we try to see how much bingo we can get. We try. That's the big part. It's just rather than going, what am I going to work on? Like at the most overwhelmed because there's too much to choose from, I can look at my bingo card and go, I want that square. Let's do that thing. What does that say? Let's do that. So like I find it helpful that way.
Yep.
If that makes sense. Even if it's just I'm looking at all the stuff I've casted on and my brain goes, I don't know what to work on. I want that square full. So that's the project I work on. It helps me a little. And it inspires me to do more crafting, which is always a good thing. So we're going to talk about this year's bingo cards, how well we did or did not do, and next year's bingo cards, and how we've changed the wording that we're using and how we're setting our goals to fit our crafting styles as we go forward. Because it's like, I don't let her pick finish a whip for every square on the bingo card board. I make her choose other things. By the same token, she doesn't let me create a new design on every single one of my squares and call it done.
Well, that'll just make you sad.
It will, so it's not a good idea. So we're going to do that again for this coming year. It's just sort of a year-long thing that we enjoy doing. So you guys are more than welcome to join us if you want. You don't have to if you don't want to, obviously. Personal choice. Just totally fair. So that's going on. And then on the 1st, we have our regular monthly. So there'll be the Craft Off Challenge check-in, which means there's photos going up on Instagram to vote this week, Diana.
Mm-hmm.
This is her warning. I start warning her a week in advance. And then we also have the podcast anniversary cast on date for the 1st of January. So we will also either have casted on or will be casting on our projects for the podcast anniversary, which will be a 3-month long craft along. You can knit, you can crochet, you can weave. Like we're pretty open. Same rules as always for most of our craft alongs. So no baby stuff, but all adult sized items and or toys because toys are quite fiddly. So it balances out the volume of work with the fiddliness of work in our heads. So it makes sense. And our theme this year is the 6th anniversary, which is iron, being the traditional one with the, I think the connotations for the traditional for the iron is that after 6 years that you are strong like iron, like you've bonded that way. So that's where they went with that one. Your other words we had were candy, and amethyst. So if the pattern, yarn, so the pattern name, the yarn name, or the designer's name has iron or candy or amethyst in it, those patterns will count so long as they're an adult-sized garment. Now, if you're making them for teenagers and stuff or small humans who just happen to be adult-sized, that counts. It's the size of the garment or item that you're making that's the concern. I'm going to start with the iron helmet. It is a crochet pattern, and it is for the mysterious Mr. B, because I feel like he really needs a Roman-style headgear for his hat collection.
He does.
And this man has a hat collection. And we're not talking bowlers and top hats. We're talking horns and tails. He makes my hat choices look boring and mainstream. And Diana's watched me put a Yeti on my head.
This is true. Google Photos keeps reminding me of that time we found the really giant furry earmuffs.
They were like twice the size of my head.
Yeah.
And you know what? I still not entirely sure we should have left those. I'm still kind of thinking we probably should have bought them.
Possibly we probably should have bought them.
Possibly should have bought them. Like I think about it every once in a while. I'm like, it's not like a full hardcore regret, but it's kind of there. It's kind of there. It's one of those ones, like, I think if we ever run across them again, I'll be like, no, see, we passed on this once. This is the universe saying no.
We need them.
Yeah, we need them. So there we go. So that happens. So that's okay. My Facebook likes to remind me of all the Christmas photos of when my niece was younger and my dad had to put Barbie houses together and stuff. We're over that stage.
We are
Thank
over
heavens.
that stage.
Thank heavens. So that's what we've got coming on literally this coming week, like the next 7 days. We have
Maybe
so much going
gaming,
on.
definitely whip sprints,
Definitely
bingo
whip sprints,
card, and
definitely
then
bingo
live
card,
next Sunday.
live next
That's
Sunday.
lots of
Then
hours of content coming your way.
lots. Well, it's because you've got downtime this week, so like let's use that.
Yes.
And working on the whips is important because that's a part of your goals for next year.
Yep.
So let's do some of that stuff. So there's lots of opportunities to join us depending on what your work schedule is like. We do try to stick to the bonus content being is except for the gaming, which happens in the evening time because work and other things that are going on most of the time. We try to stick to the noon central time because we do cross a fair number of time zones. So it's not ideal for everybody, but it kind of just sort of kind of sucks for everyone. Does that make sense?
It's a reasonable hour for the most number of people.
Most people, sometimes like it's during my lunchtime. So like, is it ideal for me? No, I'm missing lunch, but it's not the worst time on the planet.
I usually do lunch around 1, so it's also during my lunch.
Yeah. So, you do what you can. Otherwise, I think that's it. I think that's all. I don't think we have anything else we have to list. Is there? Oh, God, I hope not.
I don't think so. I'm just going to catch up on chat briefly. Tammy was
Sure.
saying she refactored a Vogue knitting pattern for using sock weight instead of DK. Size 3 needles instead of 8. Pattern size 5th instead of 2nd. Fitting as going. And she likes the fabric and fit so far. That's cool.
Yeah. You could totally do that if you wanted to go down a set. Like you love the pattern, but you want to do it in a lighter weight yarn or a heavier weight yarn. Just do some math. Just do some math. It's a fantastic way of doing it, and it's not hard. As we get more size inclusive patterns, it actually gets easier because it helps, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do it all the
And
time. I
we
love
have
it.
a new
It's
person in
great.
chat.
Hello?
Michaela Lemon says, "Hi, I knit and crochet."
Lovely. So do I. Knitting and crocheting is fantastic. I have to figure out how to help you get your whips finished and cast on blankets all at the same time.
I'm a lost cause, don't worry about me. Save yourself.
Save yourself. No,
If
I want a
can't save
buddy.
myself during the whip sprints, that's it. I'm a lost cause.
That's it. You're lost cause. You're just gonna give up. You're just gonna denote larger totes. Comes the leaning tower of totes.
I'm gonna have to select three. I feel like we're gonna do at least 4 sprints, right?
Probably, yeah. I don't see why not.
I'll select my 4 projects that are the closest to being done.
Yes, that's a good idea. That's actually a really good idea.
Because that patchwork cardigan is just so
my
close.
God, so close. So close. Yeah. Pick the ones that you're so close to being finished, it's not even funny.
And I think one of my contours mitts is like half finished.
Oh, jeez.
I know,
Well,
right?
that needs to happen.
I know.
That needs to happen. I may honestly save the sprints and do them as my whip starts. 25-minute intervals of casting on.
Oh. I mean, you can. There are no real rules. It's just we work on something different every 25 minutes.
Work on something different every 25 minutes, yeah. Oh, gosh, it's hilarious in my mind. All right, there we go. That's the long and the short of it.
All right. I think that's everything.
That's everything? That's it? That's all? Well, you lovely peeps, I'm going to do an outro so I can go have some food.
Same.
So until Thursday?
Maybe Wednesday, but Thursday.
Thursday for sure, maybe Wednesday. Messed up my whole outro.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to say I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Diana.
And no matter where your week takes you, don't forget to knit.
Don't forget to knit.
My sister made some amazing cranberry sauce. Oh, she gave it all to me. I'm so happy.
I need to make caramel. I promised my dad caramel. I haven't done it.
You haven't made your dad caramel.
I know.
Failure.